Okay, we're going to be working in our key point documents this week. So if you go into Google Drive, which you can type drive.google.com, or you can go to the matrix and go to Google Drive. Over on the left-hand side, you should see a Shared With Me folder. And you guys have all shared your philosophy docs, so you should be kind of familiar with this. You should see a document that was shared by me, Julie Ward, earlier this week. And if you'll click on that, it should say the group, your number, key point document. So if you'll open that up, you're going to see your group. This is our group 1, just to use as a sample. And you're going to see everybody's names listed. The person whose name is listed first this week is the group lead for week 1. Everybody's going to get a chance to be the lead throughout the semester, so no worries there. Everybody will get a leadership role. You're going to see everybody's name listed down here. You're going to write your key point statement underneath your name and then all of the details that go with your key point statement. What's really neat about Google Docs, and that's why we've decided to go with just Google Docs this semester instead of giving the option for the Wiki, the Wiki tool in Blackboard, because Google Docs, you can all be in here at the same time. So right now, you can see up at the top who's in the document with you. When they're just shared, the face, or if they have a picture uploaded, or they might just have like an avatar or just a color, it'll be grayed out, meaning it's shared with that person, but they're not inside the document right now. What's really cool is when they're typing, you can see each person gets a picture or a color, I'm sorry, and you can see their name when you kind of scroll through. Now you're going to know what they've typed because it's going to be under their name. But if they make changes to anything different, or if they start typing elsewhere, not under their name, you can kind of see who's made changes. You all have edit access to the document, so you can also go in and see up here at the top where it says last edit was 3 minutes ago. Sometimes that'll say all changes saved in Drive if you make a change. So since this is a sample, I'm just going to do just type and see how it says saving, and now it says all changes saved in Drive. If I click on that link, it's going to bring up a revision history and kind of tell me who has done what to this document and at what time and date. So as we go throughout the semester, you'll be able to see that. I can go back here. I'm back to the document. So there's not a save button. And I know you guys have shared your philosophy docs, but if you haven't used Google Docs a whole lot, there's some similarities between Google Docs and Microsoft Word, but there's also some differences with there's not quite as many tools in Google Docs, but you can access it from anywhere. You know, there's no save button, so it changes or it saves automatically. If you have a tablet or a mobile device, you can download the Google Drive app, and you can actually access this on your phone. I wouldn't recommend typing up a whole key point statement, you know, on your phone. But if you're concerned about formatting or anything else, you're welcome to type it in Word and then copy and paste it over to Google Docs. There are spelling and grammar, you know, checks in Google Docs, and some other tools that you might want. You can bold, change font, change size, indent. There's also some tools here for doing research, and it'll bring up research over here, so you can search like Google Scholar, you can do quotes, dictionary, you can do those sorts of things. So because you're going to have to use APA formatting, so you can do all of that in here. Under tools, there's also a word count. You can define different words. There's some formatting options for you. So you can kind of go through here and see everything. It is not as inclusive as Word, Microsoft Word, but you can do everything you need to do for this class within Google Docs. So, you know, just know that, and if you have questions, feel free to email us. So this is going to be how we're going to work on the wiki. And, you know, just because this isn't called a wiki, you know, that it doesn't have wiki in the title, it's still a form of a wiki because it's a collaborative document. And the plus over the Blackboard wiki is that you can all be in there together. You don't have to worry about if someone else is in there, if you get kicked out, or it not saving correctly if more than one person's trying to get in there at the same time. So this will be a really great collaborative document throughout the semester for your group. Next up, we're going to show you what a substantive key point entry is.